Hello and welcome to Chair Yoga Plus. It's a rather cold day here where I am. Sunny and pretty, but cold. And the best way to warm up when it's cold outside is to move. And so today we're going to practice yoga motion. Join me by sitting tall in your chair. And we'll start by moving the breath deep into the diaphragm. Nice long breaths. Expand the body in all directions. And then slowly let the breath out. Let's do another nice breath here. Breathe it in and breathe it out. And then bring your hands alongside of you. And as you breathe in, bring the shoulders up to your ears. And as you exhale, lower them down. Let's do one more. And now we'll take our hands, one up, one down. And as they come together in front of your heart, we switch directions. So one hand up, one hand down. And back to the heart. Out and stretch. Now really get into it. Now that you know the movement, we can move with it. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale here. A couple more. Start to warm up in the upper body here. And back to your heart. Come a little bit forward in your chair. Make sure your feet are on the earth. We're going to take the hands out and we'll rotate the arms. And the air does feel cool against your skin. Roll them back in the other direction. But I guarantee you, if you stay with me during this video, shrug shoulders again, you'll warm up. No doubt about it. Because movement warms the body. Now separate the feet a little bit. Sit back a little in the chair and take an arm across your body, pushing out and then bring it back. Push it in the other direction. And back. Just moving the body here. Trying to create that warmth. Good, and then bring it back and down. And once again, we'll scoot forward. We'll start by pushing the arms out, open wide here. Turn the palms back and place the hands on your lower back and bring the chest a little forward. Take the hands back out, and as you sit up tall, stay tall, get the arms up over your head and reach out on one side and reach out of the other. One more time on each side, and then we bring the hands down. Let's do it again. Forward, open, turn the palms back, hands to your lower back, forward fold. Take a breath, exhale, hands come out and up, and we reach one side and the other. Now leaving both hands overhead, press the palms together and lean to one side. And we're not leaning too far. We just want enough so we feel the stretch on the opposite side of the body. And then nice tall here, lift up and go over to the other side, making a big arc with your hands. Let's do it again. Big arc with your hands, up and over, side stretch here. And then up and over, and in the opposite direction. And bring it back and release the arms down. Let's roll the shoulders now. Are you starting to feel warm? Watch the clock and let me know at how many minutes before you started to feel warm here today. Place your hands on your hips. Let's lift one foot, lower it, lift the other. Keep the knee bent, lift as high as you can. Working into the hips and feet and knees here. The next time you lift one leg, kick it forward. Bring it in and bring it down. Try it on the other side. Up, out, in and down. So in the chair, this is our Padangusthasana, right? We're extending the leg out from the body, getting a nice stretch up the back of that leg. You can intensify the stretch by flexing the toes towards your nose. And then come back to just lifting and lowering. Release the hands down at your side. And then whatever knee comes up, the opposite arm comes up. As if there's a string across the body, and the arm goes up, the knee comes up. Good. One more, and we'll soften back down into our chair. Rock side to side here. We'll warm up the spine with cat-cow. So you want to lean forward, round the shoulders forward, tuck your chin. And then as you inhale, you unfold. You bring the shoulders up, roll them back and down. Then notice my hands move forward as I come forward. And as I lift and go back, the hands come back as the elbows pull back. Focus on the spine here, leaning forward, round that spine, and then straighten your spine when you come up. And once you're up, stay there and rock side to side again. We're going to take one leg, we're going to step it out to the side. Join me as we come into side angle. Lifting the arm up over our ear. It could go straight up or it could come more in the same direction as the side of the chair. And we'll take that hand, since we're moving today, we're going to rotate it down towards our toes, across our body, and up on the other side. So we get a little motion going to build the heat in the body. One more time. When the arm comes up, I want you to just hold it there, because in yoga, holding the pose can also build heat. Draw the belly in, take the other hand out, reach, and then bring the hands back to your heart and step that foot back and in. Let's go to the other side. We first come into our side angle. Your side angle, whatever it is. Your hand could be there, your forearm, a little tilt, a lot of tilt. Once you're there, hold that and circle the arm. One more big circle. Make it as big as you can, and then hold it at the top. Reach out, maybe lean a little bit more. Take the other arm out, lift up, and bring the hands in front of the heart. Step that foot back and in, and lift your heels and lift your toes. Feeling warm yet? Let me know how many minutes in before you felt the warmth of this practice today. Let's roll the shoulders back and down. And then forward and down. And then we'll come to sit. I'm going to stand. You're welcome to stay in the chair. There are some more things you could do in the chair. I'm going to stand because standing will create a little more warmth in your body. I encourage you. You can stand with me with the chair off to the side so that it's within our reach, and you can hold on to the chair the whole entire time. Or you can bring your hands to your hips, and we're just going to push the booty back and rise back up. I'm going to show you facing the chair so you can see I'm not going real deep here, just trying to get into the legs. And as you lift with the upper body, push down with the feet. So there's this push down and rise up each time you move. Next time we come down, let's stay, bring the arms forward or alongside your ears for chair pose. And holding this chair pose for just a couple breaths, start to build that energy and that warmth. And then rise up and reach up. And once again, reach out of one side, reach out of the other. One more. And then we bring the hands down. Step 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Keep the legs relatively straight so your stance is parallel and about 2 feet. And we're going to lean towards the chair. You can place your hands on the chair again. You can place them on your hip or on your thigh. And then when we come up, we drop the weight of the shoulders forward and roll up. Place a bend in that front knee and come into warrior one. Find your stance. You might widen the feet a little bit more, pushing into the back foot and then weight in the front foot. And then bring the arms parallel. And whatever knee's in front, the opposite hand's going to pull back and look over your shoulder and forward and back. So the feet stay pretty steady. And another thing that you could do is as the one hand goes back, the other hand can push forward a little bit, and that helps with stability. And then bring the arms up and hold. Take another breath, exhale, bring the hands down, step forward into mountain pose. Walk the feet back and let's pedal. Walking our dog here, shaking out our hips. And then pause. Now step the other knee forward. And the other foot is going to be about 2 feet. Remember, keep both legs straight at first and fold forward, holding onto the chair, hips, top of the leg for our pyramid pose. Drawing the energy up that front leg, weight in both feet. And then drop the shoulders down and roll up. And then bend into that front knee and maybe widen the feet a little bit. Lifting the heart, lifting the hands into warrior one on this side. Long energy going upward. Energy from the waist down going into the feet, adding stability. Then we bring the arms down now. Remember, whatever knee's first, the opposite hand pulls back and you look over the shoulder. Getting into the arm, ribs, neck here. Finding that movement. Keep that front knee steady and heavy. Press into the floor. And if you only turn a little, that's okay too. But go where you can because we're trying to build heat here. We want to challenge our body. One more time. And then we come forward again. We raise the hands up overhead and hold. Big breath. Exhale, hands to the chair. Step forward. Mountain pose. Now you can stay facing the chair, and I'll do a couple here. We're going to step out, put our weight into that foot, and then step it back and put the weight in the other foot. So it looks like this. We're just putting the weight in and back. And the reason I want you to face your chair is if you need a little stability, the chair is there for you. I'm going to do it from the side, but my chair is still there, so I could reach out. We just shift the weight and shift it back. One more. And then we'll go in the other direction. So we step out, bend the knee a little bit, push off of it so that you're using the leg, you're using those muscles, and you could use the arms too. It's all good. It's movement. It's yoga motion today. And then one more. And we'll come to stand tall here. Hand on the chair, we'll swing one leg forward and back. Just nice and easy here. So if you are facing the chair, angle your body a little so that you don't hit the chair. Keep the leg as straight as you can and just swing from the hip here. And if you've got good balance today, hover the hand or place it on your waist. Building our balance here. And then bring it down and rest. All right, let's go to the other side. So again, you're going to angle yourself so you don't hit the chair. And just start swinging the leg. And again, you can have a hand on the chair. I needed it there, didn't I? Yeah. Build your balance, draw up in your core. Maybe then balance. One more. And down. Good. Separate your feet and let's move the hands now. Back and forth across the body. You can keep them low or start to bring them up. Notice I'm bending into my knees a little bit, creating a little rhythm in the body, keeping the lower body warm while I move the upper body. And down. One more. And down. And then come to your mountain pose. We're going to take our hands on the back of our hips next. So you can see my fingertips are down. And I'm going to put a little bend in my knees to keep them soft as I push the pelvic forward to the side and back. Motion in the hips here so they go round and round. Pushing back, over to one side, forward. And again, it could be as big or as little as you want. Just keep the knees soft. Let's go in the other direction. And then come to stillness. So we're going to step the feet wide and turn the foot closest to the chair, towards the chair, and put a bend into that knee. Then we're going to take our hands out. This is like a warrior two position, right? So we want the shoulders working, a little squeeze in the back, and the hands are reaching in opposite directions. Hold here for a moment. And then on an exhale, let's bring that leg straight, that front leg straight, and bring the arms up. And then inhale and bring it back to warrior two. This is our little bit of motion in warrior two today. See if you can find a rhythm to your movement. Connect it with your breath. And there's no right or wrong. So maybe it feels better to inhale here and exhale here, or just the opposite. One more. Now hold your warrior two here and rock back and forward, about an inch. Just finding that motion in your ribs. And then we'll lower the back hand onto the leg and lift that front arm up and arc our bodies back into our happy warrior. Hold here. And then exhale and release. So you can turn towards your chair or move in the other direction. I'm just going to pivot so that you can see my other foot now is perpendicular to me. My hips are open and the back foot is anchored into the mat. So I want this front knee over the ankle and we extend our arms once again. Breathe in and breathe out and just hold. See how this is working for you. See if your arms are even, right? Reaching in opposite directions. And then we're going to reach up. Turn the palms up, reach up, straighten the front leg, and then come back to warrior two. Inhale up as if you're pushing the air away above your head, and then releasing back into the pose. Make sure your front knee continues to point towards your toes. Two more. Inhaling, expanding the body, exhaling and bringing it back down. Last one. Really tall. Yeah. And hold here. Take that back hand onto the thigh, front palm goes up, and we arch the body into our happy warrior. On an exhale, release that. Straighten both legs, turn to the long edge of your mat if you're using a mat, or just bring the feet parallel and step them in together. And then we'll swing the arms. And if we're swinging the arms, we can bounce into the feet. So the feet stay on the floor, but we're just putting weight into the feet and lifting. It's a little movement here as we bend through the knees, heavy from the waist down, loose on the waist up. Feels good. Just let it go. Yeah. And then come to stillness. Let's take our arms up, pressing palm to palm, and take a lateral stretch here, a deeper stretch, reaching out. That big arc again, up and over. When you're standing, you get that deeper stretch so you can go back into the chair and do this in the chair. And then back up and over to the other side. And then up, and we release the arms down. Just pause and let all that warmth and energy penetrate every part of your body. And then just pause. Let's come back into our chair. Coming back into the chair, we can get into deeper stretches when we're in the chair. So we'll do a little of that right now. So we'll sit tall in our chairs about halfway into the chair. Take a couple breaths here. And then we'll put our bottoms of our feet together. Now, if you've got your sneakers on today, you might not be able to come onto the side of the sneaker as easily, but just bring the feet closer, knees apart. And you want to be a little bit forward in your chair so that you can squeeze the knees towards each other and open. I'm not using my hands, just resting them there and getting an inner thigh stretch going. Keep sitting tall here. One more. And then release, placing the feet flat on the floor. Let's step into our lunge in the chair. One foot on one side of the chair, the other foot in the front of the chair, knee towards earth. Take that foot back a little bit so you get a stretch in the front of that thigh. And then we'll stretch out the arm today. To build heat, we're going to move. So we bring the elbow and knee towards the hip and then stretch it back out again. Now that back leg, this leg is not going to straighten completely while you're in the chair, and that's okay. We just want to build that heat today with YogaMotion. One more, here we go, reach it out, and then bring it in. Now step that foot in for stability, and let's circle the arm up and over. And you can follow the hand, getting a little motion in your neck. One more. And then come to stillness. Take that arm up alongside your ear and lean towards the back of your chair. Now, breathing into the side body, let the breath move the ribs here. And then bring it up. We're going to come forward again. Place those feet closer together and squeeze and open. Coming back to clam, working in the inner thighs. 4 more. Sit tall. Breathe even. And enjoy the heat you're building here. Good. Place the feet flat on the floor. Let's come to our lunge on the other side. Again, you want to be close to the edge, but not on the edge. You want this front foot to be on the floor so that we can step this outer leg back and get that stretch into the inner thigh. We'll turn towards the side knee, reach out, push the leg back, and then bring the knee in and the elbow closer to the hip. Reach out. Inhale as you reach out, lifting the gaze, and exhale as you come back in. Two more times. Build that heat. And then we'll step that foot in and circle this arm up and over. And again, you can follow it with your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Getting a little work in the shoulder and in the neck. Last time, and we bring it down and then bring it alongside of our ear and lean towards the back of the chair once again. And then inhale up, sitting tall, holding onto the chair, pivot once again to the front of your chair here. And we'll lift the heels and lift the toes, rocking through the bottoms of our feet. And then placing the feet on the floor, let's turn the heels out, turn the toes out, heels out, toes out. Sit taller and bring them back. Again. One more time. We're going to leave the knees wide, scoot back a little in our chair so that our thighs are supported by the corners of our chair. And sitting tall, keep the shoulders neutral and just lean forward, bringing one shoulder into that space in front of you and then the other. Finding motion now in the lower back. And you don't have to come down far. Remember, it's the motion today that's going to create the heat and energy that we're seeking today. Sitting tall each time you come up. One more each side here. And then come all the way up and heel toe the feet in and out again. In, and then out, 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 out. One more in, and we'll hold it here. Scoot back into your chair. Take the hands to one side. Let's rainbow breath here. So we reach up, create a rainbow over our heads, turn in the other direction and bring the arms down. Big inhales and exhale. Last time, let's take it over to the side and then release it and turn our bodies forward. Tilt your ear towards your shoulder and draw your shoulder down. Hold it there for a couple breaths. And then back up over to the other side. Drawing the shoulder down. Breathing here. And then come on back up. Let's take the nose into a circle. It can be small, it can be big. Just motion in the neck. Let's go in the other direction. And come on back to center. Extend the arms out. Palms are up. And then we'll turn the palms down. Let's circle the arms. Oh, about the size of a baseball. And circle them in the other direction. And then we'll turn the palms up again and bring those fingertips to our shoulders and circle just the elbows. And back and down. And now we want to bring those elbows forward. Maybe they kiss, maybe they don't. And squeeze back, open through the heart center. Again, forward, squeeze back. Feel the warmth, build the energy, and release. Now circle the elbows, and in the opposite direction. Pause, take the arms out, turn the palms down, circle the arms, and back. And then float the arms down. Just pause for a moment. Now we're going to sit back a little bit more in the chair, but the feet are still on the earth. Sitting tall, place your hands on your thighs for a moment and close your eyes. Do you feel the warmth and energy that you built in YogaMotion today? And breathe in and breathe out, and the breath is now moving the ribs, still providing some small motion in the torso. Soften the shoulders down, let the hips be heavy. Let the arms resting on the thigh. Feel that little bit of pressure and release as you lift the heart, sitting a little taller. One more breath here. Now stay here with the eyes closed. Bring the hands together. Lift the elbows and press into the palms. You'll notice a little bit of heat forming in the palms. And then release it out to the fingertips. Keep the elbows high and then press again. Don't hold your breath, just breathe, but press, 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 and then release it out. And now we'll press them together and we'll rub, creating some warmth in our palms, and hover that over your eyes. Breathe in and breathe out. Notice the warmth in your palms. Opening your eyes into that warmth, bring your hands back to your heart and bow to your body for its fabulous work today. Thank you for joining me for YogaMotion. I hope you felt the energy. I hope you felt the warmth. Have a great day. Any cold day you have, come on back to this video and warm up.